everybody. This is Jeff with Island Hopper TV, and today we're going to talk about travel insurance in Thailand in particular. For those of you who've been keeping up with this channel, you know that I've been to Thailand about 5 times, like more than that actually, if you include my time when I was in the military, but just on my own, by myself, I've been to Thailand. And this question's been asked to me, and I'm going to, talk about it in this video. Is travel insurance required to travel to Thailand? And so I'm going to share my experience and what I did when I went there, and then we're going to go through these comments. It looks like most people recommend it. You know, they say things like, you would be stupid to go without it, shouldn't travel anywhere without it. Travel insurance provides, what are we talking about? Flights and hotels, not required but highly recommended. Okay, so this is also some travel insurance if you need it. But let me tell my story about what I did when I went there, and so you guys can know a little bit about this. So I've been to Bangkok, I've been to Phuket, Krabi, obviously Pattaya, basically the islands, the main areas. I've not been to Chiang Mai, but I should go to Chiang Mai. Most of the time I go there for business. I have some people that I know in Bangkok. So usually when I go to Singapore, I'll go to Kuala Lumpur, I'll go to Thailand, I'll go to Hong Kong, I'll also go to maybe Bali while I'm in the area. I actually only been to Bali once, but nonetheless, I never personally got travel insurance for any of my travels. I went through Europe, Australia, Central America, all of Asia several times, and never once did I get any travel insurance. Dubai, does that mean that that I wouldn't recommend it? Well, I don't know. I mean, I never even thought about getting it. Like, I've had people say, did you get vaccines and all this and that? I never got any of that. But now, just to talk about Thailand in particular, I have had some shady things happen to me in Thailand. Now, I'll share those stories with you. Okay, so when I went to Phuket, there's a place called what is it called? Bangla Road. It's in oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the city? I've been there. Patong. It's in Patong. So when you go to Phuket, there's going to be multiple different places that you can go, but Patong and then the other side of the island is where most people go. It's like this party place, and I went there by myself. Like I said, after Kuala Lumpur, I decided to go up to the Malaysian Peninsula, right? And I went out partying. I went out and had a falafel, and I decided to stop and go have some drinks. And I met some friendly people. They were playing these games where you put them in there, and they were drinking games. And I started drinking a lot of tequila, and then I ended up drinking so much that I guess got carried away, started having so much fun, and I guess I blacked out. I don't remember where I was. I don't know if I got drugged or what, but I was all by myself. I remember like bits and pieces of the night, but I remember I met these girls. They helped me. They were like these older ladies. They helped me go to the ATM and get a new hotel room. So I woke up in a hotel room with all my clothes on, but not the hotel room that I had paid for where all my stuff was. So it was just and I woke up disoriented. I had lost my phone. I checked my wallet. I had made some withdrawals. I gave away a bunch of money. I don't know if I got robbed or what, but I remember some dude who looked like Raven from Mortal Kombat showed up on a moped, and I was like, can I get a ride somewhere? He's like, where are you going? I was like, I don't know. I don't have my phone. I don't know where my hotel is. I don't know anything about this. And I was like, I think I'm up here, because I remember I walked down to Bangla Road, but I was still so foggy in my brain. Like, I was like, whoa, man. And I was on the back of a moped. I felt like kind of throwing up, but I didn't. Anyway, the Raven guy was awesome. Like, I don't know his name. I never knew his name. He just reminded me of Raven from Mortal Kombat. Like, he had long hair, and he was really helpful and really friendly. And he helped me get up the hill on a moped, and I said, just drop me off here. I gave him some money, and I like walked around until I found it, and I finally found it. I think I even threw up on the walk up. But that was a crazy experience that happened in Thailand. There were some other times in Bangkok. I felt like that movie Hangover 3. So what you're noticing here is the crazy stuff that happens is when you go out at night drinking. that is when you're exposing yourself to more problems. And I don't even know if insurance would cover that. But for me, that was when I was in the situation where I'd have the most problems. Is if I went out drinking and then was out by myself or partying. I'm not saying you can't do that, but that seemed like whenever I had those problems, that's when they arose. Um, I went on motorboats by myself in Krabi, like island hopping to Chicken Island, Koh Lanta, or whatever these other islands are. There's like four different islands. You go over to Ao Nang, or from Ao Nang over to the beach, Phra Nang Cave, and I was on the boat with just me and the dude. I'm like, where's this guy taking me? I'm sitting there like that, like long tail boat, just me and him, and we're going way out there like on a long tail boat, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, this could be crazy. I mean, he took me around, and I ended up coming back, but no incident there. But I mean, there was some just hairy situations that would pop up all across Thailand. Um, yeah, I mean, so my point is, if you plan on drinking and partying and doing all that stuff, it's going to be more problematic. But I mean, I've been on tuk tuks that going real fast down freeway, like going 45 mile an hour on a tuk tuk. A tuk tuk's one of those things that has a carriage off the side of the moped, um, or even behind it, and they would be going really fast on like freeways on a tuk tuk, and I'd be like, "Whoa, this isn't safe," because tuk tuks, you're not seat belted in or anything, you're just bouncing around. And I don't know, I didn't even think about getting insurance. But another thing that happened when I was in Pattaya Beach was I ended up getting gastro. So if you're new to Thailand or Asia, that like if you go to Bali, they call it the Bali belly. It's basically where you get like like throw like kind of like you get like heat flashes, like the runs, throwing up, and it's just pretty wicked. I mean, it's not very fun. I got it from drinking ice. So like if you're going out for drinks and they're putting ice in there, make sure it's filtered ice, not just make sure that you know where they got the ice for the water from, because the water can be contaminated. It was either that, or when I was at one of those street food vendors, I ordered some soup and I ate that, and that might have got me sick too. But I was really sick. I was like bedridden. I like called the front desk and I said, "Hey, can you guys bring me some penicillin?" Actually, it's called ciprofloxacin. And they went to the pharmacy and they got it. I explained to them what I had, and they knew what it was because many tourists have gotten it, and it was like an antibiotic. 2 days later, I had gotten over it, and then I was out of Pattaya. I didn't even have fun in Pattaya that time. When I go to Pattaya, I usually ride jet skis. I go island hopping, and it's a party place. But I didn't really enjoy going to Pattaya that time around. So yeah, you get sick. But like I said, you take ciprofloxacin when that happens. But nothing that made me feel like I needed travel insurance. I mean, even looking back on it, like this whole conversation about people saying, "Yeah, you better get it." I I've traveled. I mean, I've spent 6 months traveling the whole world, like just nonstop. 6 months. And that's not even including the 3 month time and the 1.5 month time, and the other times that I went. So I never even thought about it. I mean, it might be expensive to actually get it. I didn't even, now that these people are talking about it, I mean, but looking back on it, it was all part of the adventure. I mean, do I have to have insurance if I go to LA or New York? I mean, I've heard LA and New York are pretty dangerous, right? So, I don't know. Overall, it's up to you, but I did it without insurance. I traveled all by myself and didn't have any issues. So, but if you do want to get insurance, here's some solutions for you. You could check out Aliens Travel, Alliance Travel. They have this insurance here. And then also Insure and Go, take us away with you. So this is a bit of a thing. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your travel experience to Thailand. If you do go, I recommend it. There's lots of things to do besides partying. I mean, trust me, I did a lot of different things besides partying. I rented mopeds. That's another thing that's dangerous. If you do rent a moped, I did see like 3 or 4 different tourists, just like strawberries along the way. Like tourists, like girls in particular. I think all 4 of them were girls. Not saying it doesn't happen to guys, because it definitely does. I know guys that have fallen off tourists, but I remember when I was in Phuket in particular, girls would be riding mopeds, and like you'd see them on the side of the street, and they'd have like massive road rash, just like fresh. I want to stop, but I'm like, they already had people there, but if you see someone crash, I mean, you should help them, right? Obviously, but they already had people there assisting them and getting them sent to the hospital. But that's the thing. Mopeds. So if I was to summarize it, if you're gonna do high risk behaviors, partying, drinking lots of alcohol, be careful. That's risky behavior. Renting mopeds, that's risky behavior. If you're gonna be going on tours without guides, unguided tours, that's risky behavior. Also, I should also mention monkeys. Monkeys, they look cute and cuddly, but they can also carry rabies and other disease. So all these people want to go there and touch and hold monkeys and do this and that with monkeys, but you should be cautious with monkeys. I actually I got scratched by a monkey. I don't recommend monkey interactions. A lot of people think they're so cute and cuddly and they'll let them jump on them, but monkeys are they're kind of hit or miss. Like they get angry real easy, and you don't know that. So, anyways, just wanted to share this video, and feel free to subscribe to Island Hopper TV, and we'll see you next time.